Dak Prescott's career has been a blend of big wins, high expectations, and non-stop scrutiny. As the face of the Dallas Cowboys, one of the most high-profile franchises in sports, every pass he throws, every game he plays, is watched and analyzed by millions. Yet, despite his accomplishments, Prescott remains one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL. Fans and critics have always debated his actual impact on the field, often questioning his ability to lead the Cowboys to victory when it matters most. But why does a quarterback with such solid numbers still face constant doubt? And is the criticism he receives justified, or is it unfairly magnified by the pressures that come with the Cowboys' legacy? Well, let's break down everything. Born on July 29, 1993 in Sulphur, Louisiana, Dak Prescott has been the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys since his selection in the 4th round of the 2016 NFL Draft.
Our Dallas Cowboys select Dak Prescott, quarterback, Mississippi State.
Well,
Go Cowboys!
That's why.
Stepping in as a rookie starter due to an injury to Tony Romo, Prescott led the Cowboys to a 13-3 record, earning the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year award and a Pro Bowl selection. Over his career, he has accumulated impressive statistics, including over 31,000 passing yards to his name, standing as one of the most productive QBs of his generation, driving the Cowboys' offense and keeping their game alive with every yard gained. His career completion rate of 66.8% isn't just impressive. It's proof to his pinpoint accuracy and sharp timing, which make him a top-tier passer even under intense pressure. And let's not leave out his ability to hit his targets no matter the challenge that has made him one of the league's most reliable quarterbacks. A true playmaker in every sense. One of his defining attributes as a quarterback is his ability to make touchdowns.
Dak keeps up the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys.
His 208 passing touchdowns demonstrate his efficiency in the red zone and ability to take advantage of scoring opportunities. He isn't the kind to back down from a huge play when his team needs it, and his touchdown totals demonstrate his self-assurance and skill under pressure. He and his receivers have a terrific relationship, and he frequently makes accurate throws that increase their scoring opportunities.
Motion heading downfield. Dak throwing that way. Turf in. Got it. Touchdown. What a play. Speed on display.
He has established a reputation as a quarterback who can perform when it counts, thanks to his decision-making in these crucial areas of the field, which has contributed significantly to his success. One of his most notable seasons was the 2019 season. But before we get into that, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell as we continue. Now, his 2019 season was impressive.
Fake it to Pollard. Pass is floated. Touchdown, Jarwin. Blitz coming. Buffet. Gallup. What a throw. Easy completion. Prescott keeps, flips, Witten, welcome back. Touchdown, Dallas.
During this time, he was among the league leaders in both categories that season after throwing for a career-high 4,902 yards and 30 touchdowns. His complete passing talent was on display this season as he showed off his arm strength and ability to extend the field. He was able to execute big plays and frequently air it out for huge gains thanks to his relationships with receivers like Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper. That season was a clear example of his ability to carry an offense, showing that he could manage a game and be a dynamic playmaker. He has also maintained a high completion rate over several seasons, which is no small accomplishment in a sport where defenses are constantly changing and planning to stop elite quarterbacks. His durability and comparatively low turnover rate can be attributed to his ability to maintain accuracy under stress and steer clear of needless risks. Although interceptions have played a role in some of his seasons, Prescott's overall play has demonstrated that he is a dependable offensive weapon for the Cowboys who can make accurate short and long-range throws. So, why is he not respected that much? When discussing Dak Prescott's struggles, it's essential to consider how the Dallas Cowboys' defensive lapses have impacted his performance, and more crucially, his win-loss record. In football, no position carries more weight than the quarterback, but even the best quarterbacks need a reliable defense to close out games. Prescott has been in numerous high-pressure situations where his offensive contributions were undermined by a defense unable to hold leads. Several games that should have been clear wins became losses as opposing teams exploited the defense in key moments. For instance, in games against top-tier teams, the Cowboys' defensive inconsistencies have often left Prescott with a razor-thin margin for error. Every interception or minor misstep by Prescott ends up magnified when a team's defense can't compensate, leaving him disproportionately blamed. The scrutiny around Prescott is amplified when he's compared to quarterbacks in similar or worse circumstances. Consider how quarterbacks like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, both highly respected, have occasionally faced similar defensive struggles but don't shoulder the same public criticism. He has constantly put up comparable numbers, yet when things go south, the blame frequently centers on him, leaving the defense's shortcomings out of the conversation. Articles often highlight Prescott's mistakes in crunch time, but they rarely go into detail about how the defense repeatedly fails to stop drives or allow game-winning plays. In some cases, these defenses have given up points in rapid succession, turning manageable leads into desperate comeback scenarios. Analysts often measure quarterbacks by playoff success, but when defense crumbles in high-stakes games, it's Prescott who shoulders the brunt of the blame rather than the team as a whole. This unfair focus on Prescott has even prompted teammates like Micah Parsons to speak out. Parsons, a respected leader and defensive anchor himself, has publicly defended Prescott, criticizing the disproportionate media focus on his mistakes. Parsons and other teammates have pointed out that football is a collective effort, and for every interception Prescott throws, there are multiple defensive plays that could have tipped the game back in their favor, but didn't. In calling out media bias, Parsons emphasizes that Prescott, while not perfect, is often placed under a microscope where other quarterbacks are given a pass. This defense from his peers sheds light on the frustration within the locker room over how Prescott's contributions are undervalued while defensive breakdowns go unaddressed in the media. So, do the Dallas Cowboys really value Dak Prescott? Let's have a look at his 2024 contract. In September 2024, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys agreed to a 4-year, $240 million contract extension, making Prescott the highest-paid player in NFL history with an average annual salary of $60 million. The deal includes $231 million in guaranteed money, underscoring the Cowboys' commitment to Prescott as their franchise quarterback. This contract surpasses previous records and reflects the escalating market for elite quarterbacks in the NFL. However, after the announcement of the contract, the public and media responded to Prescott's contract extension announcement with great skepticism. The agreement was seen by supporters as a reasonable reward for Prescott's steady leadership and effectiveness, which he has proved with more than 31,000 throwing yards and 208 touchdowns. The significant expenditure was also justified by Prescott's tenacity and capacity to guide the Cowboys to several postseason trips. But critics questioned the prudence of allocating such a significant portion of the team's salary cap to one player. Sports commentator Skip Bayless was notably vocal, expressing skepticism about Prescott's ability to justify the contract, particularly in light of his 2-5 playoff record. Bayless argued that Prescott's postseason performance did not warrant making him the highest-paid player in the league, suggesting that the Cowboys may have overpaid for his services. The deal also spurred more general conversations about NFL teams' financial plans and how high-value contracts affect roster building. A team's capacity to assemble a diverse squad may be hampered by allocating a sizable amount of the wage cap to a single player, which could have an impact on the performance of the entire team, according to some analysts. Others said that keeping competitiveness required a financial commitment to Prescott and that acquiring a franchise quarterback is crucial. This major contract sparked debates not only about roster-building strategies, but also about Prescott's own durability. As a high-paid franchise player, Prescott's health becomes even more critical, yet his career has faced serious challenges due to injuries, especially the recent one.
We've got breaking news out of the NFL where Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is planning to undergo season-ending torn hamstring. Will reportedly consult with one more specialist before a decision is made.
You see, Dak Prescott's career has been notably impacted by several significant injuries, each influencing his performance and shaping public perception. Like against the New York Giants in October 2020, he sustained a compound fracture and dislocation of his right ankle.
Prescott breaks the tackle and picks up a total of 9 more.
Oh no! Oh no!
This was a serious injury that necessitated immediate surgery and kept him out of the action for the rest of the season. In addition to stopping his progress, this occurrence cast doubt on his long-term resilience and capacity to regain his pre-injury level of performance. When he shattered his right thumb in the season opener against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in September 2022, Prescott suffered yet another setback. The Cowboys had to use backup quarterbacks for several weeks while he was sidelined due to the injury, which also required surgery. The team's offensive output suffered due to his absence, underscoring his crucial contribution to the Cowboys' attack. His most recent injury was to his hamstring during a game against the Atlanta Falcons in November 2024. He is anticipated to miss 6 to 8 weeks due to the injury, which will be another lengthy absence for the Cowboys' starting quarterback. His physical toughness and the team's reliance on him for success have come up again due to this setback. These injuries have had a twofold impact on Prescott's career. Every absence on the field throws off the Cowboys' offensive rhythm, which frequently resulted in erratic performances and difficulties preserving their postseason hopes. Off the field, these injuries have affected public opinion, leading some to doubt his long-term potential as a franchise quarterback and his durability. Supporters praise his tenacity and ability to bounce back from injuries, while detractors claim that his injury history could impede the team's goals. As you can see, Prescott's struggle isn't about his performance, but rather the immense expectations placed upon him. The criticism he faces often feels disproportionate, making him less a flawed quarterback and more a victim of inflated standards. But do you think he has what it takes to silence the critics and lead the Cowboys to victory? Well, let's just wait and see how things unfold.